We live in a generation where parents go through many nisyanos, many challenges. It's difficult for them. I've had some times where a person will come and say, I need to go out on a date, but I can't go out from my parents' house. Could we go out from your house? Or another person, I have a final project that I just got a grade on. Could I come and show it to you? And I will take a look at the final project and naturally compliment the young person. And then I'll realize that they couldn't show it to their parents. Maybe their parents just didn't care or didn't know how to care. We have a pasuk in Tehillim, Ki avi v'imi azavuni v'Hashem yasfeni. My father and my mother forsook me, but Hashem gathered me in. One night, late at night, I had a dream. In the dream, I was in shul. I was standing by the Amud. I was davening as shliach tzibor to lead the congregation. All of a sudden, it came to that part that the Kaddish is to be said. And I noticed that three Chachamim from a different generation, from a time long ago, surrounded me. And they said to me, Tagid Kaddish l'Shaul ben Yaakov. Tagid Kaddish l'Shaul ben Yaakov. Say Kaddish for Shaul ben Yaakov. They said it to me 3 times. I looked at them and I wondered, who is Shaul ben Yaakov? I'm not saying Kaddish. And then all of a sudden, everything disappeared and I woke up. I was greatly troubled by that dream. I didn't know what the deeper meaning was, although I knew it had to have some message for us. The next day, I get up, I go to shul. Nobody went over to daven. No one went over to be the shliach tzibor. B'makom sheinish, where there's no one else, you do it yourself. So I walked over to the Amud and I began to daven. All of a sudden, we reached that part, the Yehi Ratzon. That is the time for the first Kaddish. The door opens up. One of our people says, Rav, I have a question. It's quite urgent. Could you please come to me for a moment? I walked outside and he began to tell me, I have a cousin, Soli. He was such a nice guy. He was the most popular guy in the class. And afterwards, he got a job, he graduated, and he was doing great. But then he lost his job, and things began to go down in his life. He had one heartbreak, and then another disappointment, and he started to deteriorate. His parents, they didn't know where he was at night. He started coming home in the wee hours of the evening. He was in the city just walking the streets. And then came a time that he no longer came home at all. The parents went and they found the policeman that used to be in charge of that area from the precinct. And they would give him a few extra dollars. And they would say, please, could you keep an eye on Soli? Could you make sure that he's doing okay? If he needs food or he needs something, just give us a call and we'll give him anything that he needs. Well, Soli was on the streets for a couple of years. And then all of a sudden, last night we got the call. Soli was found dead. Well, I called up the parents and I said to my uncle and aunt, where will the levaya be? Where's the funeral going to be? We got to make the arrangements. And the parents said, no, levaya. This is not public. We're going to give him a private burial. No one's to know about this. We're not having anyone say Kaddish. We can't. We are just too ashamed of everything that happened. We don't want that, God forbid, it should be held against the family. My friend said, how could it be? Your son, he was a wonderful man. He was a reputable person. It's not his fault that all of this happened. We have to say, Kaddish, somebody, we're not doing it. Rabbi, he says to me, what should we do? I said, we have to make arrangements. There needs to be a levaya, there needs to be a funeral. He has to have that kavod achron, he has to have that last respect, that last honor. Soli, what's his Hebrew name? I don't know, we all called him Soli. What's his father's name? Jacob. What's his Hebrew name? I said, please, Eliezer, find out. He went, he made a call. He called the father, and the father says, what do you want? He says, I need to know what was Salih's Hebrew name. Why you need his Hebrew name? We're not making the monument now. We're not making the matzeva. No, I just want to know the Hebrew name. It was Shaul. And Uncle Jake, what's your Hebrew name? Yaakov. Came back to me and said his name was Shaul ben Yaakov. And then I realized what the dream was all about. And so that first day, I said Kaddish for 11 months for Shaul ben Yaakov. Ki ovi v'imi azavuni, v'Hashem yasfeni. Even at those times when a parent may forsake a child, Hashem yasfeni. Hashem, our Father in heaven, Avinu Shabashamayim, is always watching.